Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? I feel good. I actually feel great. I mean, and there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. And so, sometimes you just got to just stop and say, thank the good Lord for your health. And it's very important. And what I've been doing, guys, as you guys know, I've been staying religiously on this product. Obviously, it's amazing. C60 EVO. Not only will you feel better, but you'll even look a little better. I mean, especially if you use the serum they have on your skin, which I love doing, and it's really helping. It gives you that youthful glow. This product, first of all, the biblical use of olive oil isn't so important, but this is way past that. This organic extra virgin olive oil, what they call the ESS60, amazing product. Here's what happens. For me, after a little bit of, it didn't take too long. I'd say less than 2 weeks. I started feeling that I had no more joint pain. I could lay down. I could sleep. My knees weren't hurting me at night, and hands because arthritis. I just one day I just said, hey, I noticed my knees aren't hurting. Easier to sleep when you don't have that pain in the knees. Also, your energy level. Here's what's amazing. I'm so pumped and ready to go. If you put this product in your coffee, you just, take a teaspoon. Some of you may want to use a tablespoon, depends on who you are. You put this in the coffee. Amazing. You get a great start during the day. You have high energy, yet you can still sleep at night. So it's an incredible product. I'm excited about it. I just want to say, I feel great. And the reason is I truly believe, and the woman who can help us understand it all is, of course, Patty. She's here. Patty Greer. Patty, how you doing?
Well, ow, I feel good. Do, 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 do. Knew I would. Do, do. I'm feeling the same as you because I loaded in my morning coffee, but I use the MCT coconut because I'm a female. I kind of like the taste of it. The olive oil is super strong. So in your morning coffee, you'd be noticing you're feeling a little Italian, as well as like a mass amount of energy for your day. It's pretty impressive, and I start my day that way every day, also. And I'd never even think about taking a nap.
Yeah, boy, is that something? Because I used to have to 2:00, 2:33 is like I gotta go lay down. I just gotta go lay down. I just had to. I had to. Not no more. This would be normally my nap time, but no, I don't have to. And there's no doubt it has to be. It has to be what this product does. It gets into the molecule. It gets in there. As I've heard you talk about it, Chris talk about it. Can you help explain that to the folks? How this does? Why does this work so good?
Oh, yeah, I am not the scientist, but I've listened to him during a number of shows. And clearly, when you take it in the morning, you have noticeable energy all day long. On a physical level, what it's doing is it's going into your system and it's affecting all the mitochondria in every cell. And when we look at the scientific explanation of our biology, we are made up of an awful lot of cells. The blood cells are the only ones without mitochondria, but the rest of the body has 500 to 5,000 little mitochondria per cell, whereas the brain has 2 million. So the brain is going to be noticing the effects of the molecule probably more than anything else in the body. And what does the brain affect? The entire body. Like it tells the body to release and let go, and and also to mentally come to balance. When you have less stress in your mind, your body's going to feel a whole lot better. Are we taking a shot?
Taking a shot.
Opening that bottle?
I can't wait. See, I had a shot this morning, but it doesn't hurt to have another one. I mean,
you know what? I didn't bring a spoon, but cheers.
Oh, cheers.
I'm going for it.
Cheers.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah. And now I know what's going to happen. I'm going to have double the energy. And again, you like the coconut. I like the olive, but the coconut's good too. But the key thing here is the fact that you do get this higher energy, and I mean, I'm not talking about like, you're spacing out, or you're not getting high. You're just feeling so much better, but yet you can lay down at night in the evening and just go right to sleep. So I can't figure that one out, because I don't know anything. I really don't know anything that's out on the market that can do that. Okay.
Mhm.
Why? I mean, why is that doing that? And it's incredible to me.
Right. Well, when you have more energy from morning until night, you're going to get out and do more. You're going to exercise more. And when you've got something that helps with the inflammaging, which are two words that we can stick together, but we can't use them separately, of course, to be, following the rules. But when your joints and bones don't hurt because you've taken it daily as a preventative, the word is preventative. You're probably going to be able to work out, to do a race, to keep up with your kids, and not have to hurt the next day, which is one of my favorite things to hear from people. Since I started taking this product, I run faster, I jump higher, I don't hurt the next day. So when you have that kind of energy, you're going to wear yourself out more than you did last month, and you'll sleep better at night because you've been more active during the day.
And it also, I mean, I don't know if the word lubricates your joints. I think it must. I mean, there must be some kind of lubrication. I've heard you say that, you had, before you had to have a hip replacement, it lasts 2 of them. Oh boy. Oh boy. But you were able to go longer before you had to have that done, because really this product was probably keeping the lubrication, keeping the joint soft, keeping it moving, even though it was damaged, even though it was decaying slowly. I mean, this prolonged it. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And I tell everybody with joint and muscle and bone ache, even if you know that you're going to be headed for surgery in a few months, or if you're trying to avoid it, if you take this, it's basically like putting a high quality oil in a vintage Mercedes. I'm calling myself a vintage Mercedes. But when you put cheap oil in, it won't do the job. Like gas, also, when you put cheap gas in, you're going to ping. And when you put premium in, if you've got that kind of car, it's going to give you the maximum performance. A human body is a much higher version of that, but it does the same thing. And because we cannot say the inflam word, I use lubrication. And
Okay.
I did survive 2 years longer than I should have with bone on bone. I went really long because I didn't hurt that much. When I finally did hurt that much, which was a year ago Christmas, I had to go interview surgeons, and I just had to give in. And it was quite the icky process. But in my purse, I've always got a bottle of C60 EVO olive oil, because it's what got me through. And I want to say to them, this is how I lasted 2 extra years. And when I recover, I'm probably not going to need your pain pills, because I'm going to be taking this again. And they looked at it and I said, let me give you a sample. Oh, no, they can't, because it's breakthrough. It's not something in their little medical journal to keep their license. So, I'm willing to say, okay, I'm living for me. And I think that's the point where all of us need to right now take our entire health situation deciding mechanisms back. Like, doctor, thank you so much for recommending mercury in my teeth and mercury in my shots. But you know what? I'm a little older now, and I'm just going to say, no, no.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's it. That's what you have to say to the doctor. Are you serious? Well, let me just say this, that folks, when you think about this, the fact that you have more energy, you just feel better. You just feel better. And I've lost a lot of weight, as some folks have noticed, 41 pounds. I really believe there's a lot involved with losing weight, of course. What type of food you eat, how much do you eat, a lot of that. But if you don't get that metabolism going, it'll take you a lot longer. And I think, I really, I can't say for sure, but that weight loss is going along the same time I'm taking this as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it has to do with you know, the metabolism. I mean, could it be?
Well, I mean, metabolism is your energizing mechanism. And when you have your mitochondria being cleared of all those toxins that you've loaded in your system for however many years old you are,
I
it's
know.
not your fault. We've been living in a faulty world. I just watched your last two videos, and it's only news clips of horrendous things being done by horrendous people.
Yes.
And I'm looking at my own life like, I'm really glad that I'm conscious enough to just push horrendous people away from my thinking and my heart, because they're everywhere. And I'm so delighted that I take this product daily, because my mind is like a steel trap. You can't catch me, off guard anymore. I'm just too present. And the name Evo, I don't mean to say I'm too present as in, oh, I'm so conceited. No, I'm present because I take this dang product and my brain is on fire. Like all day long, I'm amazed at what I can pull off.
Yeah,
It's
that's true. The brain, it eliminates that. It seems like the brain fog is much less. You're sharper. You seem to be, I feel quicker. It just really does. And folks, you can find out all about these products. See the link going by there or below the video. Go right now to www.c60evo.com/Paul Begley. Just click on that link below this video. Just go right now, www.c60evo.com/Paul Begley. That'll get you a 10% savings, but there's even more savings once you get there. And look at all of the products, even for your dog.
Yep. We are having incredible testimonials about people's pets. Like, people thought they were going to have to put their dog to sleep. They got him on Evo. 2-3 weeks later, they were like, oh my God, he's going up the stairs by himself. We don't have to carry him down. The product is incredible. And a lot of people think, oh, I'll give it to my dog and test it. And they're like, what? My dog is like never before. They really come around. I personally have C60 EVO for cats. Not that I have a cat, but I decided to see if I could sweet talk the, what do we call it? The feral cat in my neighborhood.
Okay.
There's this oddball that has not been eaten by the bear, the cougar, the bobcat. Like, this cat survived the winter because I think he lived under my deck, and I kept giving him C60 EVO for cats.
And wait a minute. Now, where do you live that there's bears, mountain lions, and all this stuff? I mean, where are you? Are you somewhere in Idaho? Are you somewhere up there in Montana?
I'm in the Republic of Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
And I call it the Republic because I am not proud to say our city council members that received 100% of the votes cast. I'm sorry, not true. But anyway, it was posted that they received 100 full on. Nobody didn't vote for them. Well, I didn't. Okay, anyway, they all won. And they put out a letter to the city of Boulder that we don't have to follow the federal laws anymore because we're sanctuary. And they're really encouraging Boulder, where they just, had the head of the Jewish situation burned alive and died.
Yes.
On the Pearl Street Mall, right there in front of the courthouse that had a big pride flag hanging, which it does. That's Boulder, Colorado. So I'm in a state of severe unconscious people that still don't understand the big picture. And they're sitting here fist fighting over some of the most trite and trivial anger issues and not reaching out to see the big picture of, we are heading for the greatest evolution of humankind, but it's not going to feel very good as we go through this horrific birth canal of awakening to how what are the words we can even use? Just critically illegal our government has been. Like, they've just been pulling off stuff and we've been taking it. Taxes, lawyers. I mean, like, what?
Yeah.
And so in Boulder, Colorado, it is so against the people.
Wow. Well, so There you go. I mean, you live in the Republic of Boulder, but you are not letting it ruin your day. I can see. I mean, that's the key. We do have to kind of be aware, folks, of the things that are going on in the world. We do have to know so that we can be a part of the change, certainly, and shine the light of the love of the Lord in our hearts to every human being. But we don't have to be a part of that chaos. We do not have to be a part of the insanity. We can live with the joy and the energy. And there's no doubt about this. This product right here, again, guys, if you just click on the link below the video, if you go to www.c60evo.com/Paul Begley, click on that link right below the video there in the description. It will take you straight there. I'm looking at the website right now. It's a beautiful website, by the way. And it keeps on about feeling good. And then it says the facial serum is amazing. Can we talk about that too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But you're holding up the capsules. In the last week, I've had 2 of my friends call me and say, I had one friend, she said, "What did you give me, crack?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "I took a capsule, one, and cleaned my entire garage. I haven't done that in 10 years." I was like, "One? It takes 6 to be a teaspoon. I take a tablespoon. Girl, what do you mean one?" She calls me a couple days later. She goes, "I took another one. I cleaned my closet and my office." Oh my God, thank you so much. My house. And so like, what? And then I met this very charming man recently, and I introduced him to the products. And he sent me a text the next morning, "You got to call me." And I was like, okay, that's just a couple days ago. I'm swamped, but I'll call you at 2. So I called him a little after 2, and he just went on and on with his beautiful Mexican accent. "Oh my God, you've changed my life." And da, da, da. I mean, I feel kind of like a savior once in a while when I just give somebody a sample, because it is life-changing when all of a sudden you get your lights back on again.
Wow. Yeah. I mean,
And it really is that. It's like getting your light turned back on again when you feel good and when you look good. And when we were talking about the brain with 2 million mitochondria, hello, pineal gland. That's your field, which is connecting us to spirit and God and selves. And when you can clean the brain and the pineal gland, and I'm sorry to say it comes out number 2, where it actually grabs on the molecule. It's like a sponge, and it grabs all these toxins, the toxic mitochondria, and it literally sucks them out, and it comes out your bowel movements.
yeah.
I thought it was out your urine, but it's not. I learned from Chris recently.
Okay.
And
But there's a cleansing of
yes,
the cells, and it's able to do that, and that would cause you to think much more clearly in the brain. And then, as you're saying, also, you actually have a better ability for spiritual discernment. Because you're not being clouded, you're not being cluttered. With different toxins, really, and toxins can really affect people, their emotions,
yeah,
their not just energy, but your emotions and your ability to handle even crisis.
yeah.
If you don't have any clutter and you can be clear and can discern, I mean, that's amazing. So I didn't even know that would help.
Yeah. It's
great.
It's a spoonful in the morning or a handful of capsules, and you're better all day long. You sleep better at night. So I said to my partners in the first year, "Oh my God, my Harley Davidson biker skin is softening. I don't know if it's the Evo I'm taking every day, or it's because I'm taking the lip of the bottle and my spoon and I'm rubbing it on my face, but my skin is better. We need to do a facial serum." And they're like, "Oh, we're a bunch of guys in a lab. Don't talk to us about," And now all the guys in the lab look 10 years younger. They're all doing the serum. And I designed it with Brigitte Mars, who's an herbalist who's written a ton of books about walking through the forest. You can eat, drink, smoke, or boil every single thing in the woods to become something to heal your body. That's what this is full of. And I looked at her. She's my age, 72. and her skin
Amazing.
was like butter. And I said, "What are you doing? Because I'm here for a facial serum. Your skin looks incredible." She said, "Chia seed oil."
Wow.
Never heard of that in a
No,
facial
no,
serum.
no.
So we have a base of chia seed oil plus all these incredible fruit and nut extracts, and not allergic nut extracts, but all the higher frequency, like, and finished with rosemary ascent, which takes your dreams again into a higher frequency. When you do it at night, put this lovely serum on. I always smell it first because it smells so great. And
Wow.
yeah, are you reading the ingredients? It's pretty
I, I,
impressive.
I see that there's orange, lemon, blueberry. I can't. There's quite a few. I didn't realize that. So this has a lot of fruit extracts, as well as, of course, the secret ingredient of the C60 EVO.
Mhm.
All of this is making you're getting healthy. Your skin absorbs anyway. So you can drink. You can drink this, and of course, that's going right into the blood system. That's going right into your body, and it's really starting the process working. Your skin, your skin is the largest organ in your body. Obviously, you're then when you're putting the serum on, you're putting on this healthy, these wholesome, these God-given, beautiful fruits and things that really help. And it's got to work. It's going to help you. It's nothing there. There's nothing synthetic in that.
Nope.
It's all organic, right?
Yep. That's a beautiful thing. The edible oils, nothing synthetic, all
Nope.
organic. And I learned that our olive oil, we used to get it from a farm in Greece. Now we get it from Cyprus, but we buy from a specific farm so that we know what we're getting, and we get it pure, cold pressed, extra virgin olive oil, fabulous. Avocado oil, all organic, really potent, great for avocado toast, excellent on a spoon. And then the MCT coconut oil, which is only from coconuts. And it's also, everything's organic and wonderfully potent. But I will admit that the olive oil is twice as strong. This has 0.35 milligrams per milliliters, which is all it will hold no matter how long we brew it, or not brew, but stir it.
Right.
To get brewed. And 0.8 to 0.86 milligrams, 0.6, 0.35. So the MCT is the least strong, so I take twice as much because I just love it. And the reason we got on the pet products was because my friends were wiping their spoon off and rubbing it on their skin and then letting the dogs lick it. And all of a sudden, Bella quit limping. And she calls me, she goes, "I just let her lick the spoon, but our old dog has stopped limping." And I went over there, it's like, oh my God. So we got on the pet products. Everything we do is because of people having these experiences. And then my partners called me and said, "Okay, you were right about the face serum, and I hope it's okay, but we've been experimenting with this peptide product. It's another molecule with 30 years of research behind it. Fabulous for anti-aging and skin and hair and everything. So we have a two-part." And I was like, the guys at the lab did this without me even begging. I'm so happy with the solo product that I'm fine either way, but this also adds peptides. And when they got on that, it was at the beginning of that long flu thing that we had to go through as a country of unknowing people. So a lot of people took the needle in the arm and they started losing a lot of hair. So my guys at the lab came up with a hair formula that's similar to the face. And I only got the flu thing once, but all of a sudden my hair started filling my drain, which I've never seen. I've got really thick hair.
Well, are you saying, so is it you put this in your hair like a shampoo?
That's different. You're holding the face serum. So this is a two-part face that's blue.
Oh, I've been using
That's
this.
one part. Now you've got two littles. You have to find this one in your collection because this is the activator.
Okay.
And this is the peptide.
So you need the two of them. I only have the one. No wonder. So I don't know what to do with that. That's why, because I don't have the other one. All right. I'm going to have that. I got to have that.
I want you to check because they should have.
I got to grow some hair.
Well, that's the green one. So the hair product I'm happy to send you. I was like filling my drain. I could not believe I was like seeing clumps of hair because it never happened to me. I got on this product 3 weeks later. I haven't lost a hair since. And
wow.
It's been years. So it does something to help the pores. With the hair product, you want to do it in the shower at night, scratch your head with your fingernails to wake up the pores and energize the scalp. And then you put a pump of this in your palm and 2 drops of the oil, and you activate it fresh. Or if you've got more hair, 2 pumps and 4 drops. It says it on the instructions. But basically, you combine them, and the way that we didn't have to use emulsifiers and a bunch of crappy things that other products carry is because we have a way. Simply put it in your palm, activate it fresh yourself, and then apply.
I see.
Leave it on, go to bed. And in the morning, it probably won't be greasy. If it looks greasy at all, just wash your hair. But you put it on your scalp at night, and you will see most likely a difference. I have to be mindful not to say you will.
You can't say you will, even though what you know. But I can say I will be able to say I will. If my hair starts coming out fuller, I'll be able to say, look, you do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what I do. All right. I mean, let's hope that and pray,
Well, you are more energized than when we did our first show together. And I've seen such a change in you and most of the people we work with. And I think we might be the only company that will not do interviews with people that haven't gotten our products and tried them, because it's useless. It's really about your audience that trusts you.
Yes.
And I think trust is the number one issue that most of us are having issues with right now. And another element of this fabulous benefits of EVO is this long patience that a lot of us have developed. It's like, I can't believe how much I can take now.
Aha.
Like those little dumb things don't matter as much. And I think it's because of the EVO, the evolution of our consciousness on purpose. Like if we do it on purpose, take that spoonful in the morning and focus our energy for things that are better rather than what we're seeing on the news. What an evolution.
Don't let the cares of life, take over you and try to dictate your way of life or your feelings or your joy. And I never even thought about that. I mean, I'm a pretty positive guy no matter what, but I have to say I have more energy. I have more joy. I feel happy. I'm not getting up. The world's going, absolutely going to hell in a handbasket. If you watch what's going on, I cover it every day.
Yeah.
But it's not going to affect me. I'm just not going to let it. I see what's going on. Yeah, I feel bad for Texas, the flood, these children dying. Sure. And I pray for that. And that's why we bring it up, so that people know, so everybody prays. But we're not going to let the mean people, the evil things that are going on in the world, we're just not going to let it control us. And this really helps. If your mind is clear, if your body feels good, if you get up and you got all aches and pains and you're all grumpy and you're getting off to a bad start, then you get hit with something, you get hit with an unexpected bill or something, and you're just done for the day. No. Okay.
I got the email from hell today.
Drink the C60 EVO. Do it now and feel great I feel great.
Yeah, I think that was really wonderful that we took a shot at the top of the show, because now I'm ready to do the rest of my day. And, I do want to tell people our newest product is the C60 EVO Rich Body Cream with tangerine, and the essence, the smell. So lovely. Do you have this product?
Oh, I don't.
What? Okay. I need to send you this and the hair formula.
Well, yeah.
Because we're going to keep doing shows with you. Your audience shows up. And there's certain audiences that really resonate with breakthrough remedies, that I have the consciousness to say, I choose to feel better. Your audience does. And I find that you're one of the few audiences where it's like old times, where the people say, I want the hair, the face, the You know, I
Well, you're
want
shopping.
these,
I
I
love
want
it.
half a
Shop.
dozen of them. And we also do lip balms. I've got mine behind the computer, but our lip balms are fabulous. Everything's infused with the ESS60. And a lot of people are like, thank you. What's the difference between C60 and ESS60? And the same question goes, what is your name about C60 EVO? And so, very simple description. C60 is an industrial grade molecule that won the Nobel Prize in 1996. Our lab's been making it since 1991. So we've been doing industrial C60 for ink, batteries, photocells, tires, industrial. You don't want to put that in your body. And all of a sudden in 2012, scientists were saying, is this toxic? Because it's the shape of a benzene ring goes all around this fullerene of carbon. So they tested it. Not only did the lab rats, which they tested it on, not die of toxicity, but they lived 90% longer, and they died for the first time in lab rat history without any tumors. So
That right there. That convinced me.
that put my hat, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And
crazy.
guess whose product they used for the test? Oh, yes, it was our C60 EVO organic extra virgin olive oil. Was used in 2012 at the Paris study on toxicity. So it's only this product. And I hear a lot of people that sell, I'm sorry to say industrial, not even the good stuff, ESS 60. Oh, our product, 90% longer. It's like, no, this product did. So a lot of people are making comparisons, and it's almost like plagiarism
Yeah.
because this is the product, and it's also very different than our industrial grade C60, which even if you show up with money at the lab, we won't sell it to you if you're going to mix it in oil and trick people into buying industrial grade C60. So once we stopped, a lot of those customers started buying from China. And I believe it's Wuhan.
Oh no, no, no! I'm
So
not going to let that get me down right now.
no, but it's not us. We are in Houston, Texas. And the evolution of the industrial grade C60 to ESS 60, we're the only lab in the world making it. It's called Elemental Safe Spheres, ESS, with 60 carbon atoms. The term safe is what's important because it's not industrial for ink and tires. This is safe spheres for people and pets. Huge difference. And that's why we are C60 EVO. We represent the evolution of the industrial C60 industry. And we really try respectfully to say, don't buy industrial grade C60 from China, people. Even if it's $1 cheaper, it's probably not. We haven't changed our prices hardly at all in our 6 years, but the lab has been at it for 34. Nobody can do what we're doing.
Amazing.
I'm really proud to be partners with them. We offer all kinds of discounts. And if you buy a collection set, which is 2 items or more, and we always recommend the starter set, which is the olive oil and the face serum. Really great starter set.
Wow.
And you can get it in the 4-ounce or the 8-ounce size, the starter set. And it only comes with the olive oil. But then we have all these other collections. There's the skin set, there's the skin and hair set. But if you buy 2 or more, dog lover set, cat lover set, one for you, one for your pet, you save 15% off each item. We deduct.
Oh no.
We deduct it.
Oh no, I have to go because I have another appointment that I promised I would not miss. So I have to go. I feel great. Patty.
I do too. C60evo.com/Paul Begley. And if you get a case, you save 25%. Plus use Paul's code for another 10% off at checkout. Treat yourself right. Get on C60 EVO.
Thank you, Patty. You're amazing.
Thank
all of you for being here.
Cheers.
Go shopping, everybody. God bless.
God bless.